Some things you watch online, some things watch you back. Here's 11 of those instances where things just felt off. 11 scary videos that feel wrong.
For the first video on today's list, we're going to take a look at an eerie video that was posted to YouTube all the way back in October of 2010 by a user known as Jesse Chico. The homemade video starts off with someone wandering around their house in the middle of the night. We then hear the woman filming calling out to Jessie, telling her that she left the fridge open. It's right then and there, however, in which this seemingly mundane video takes a legitimately unsettling turn.
What in the world? Why is a fridge like that?
Jesse, you left the fridge open. Holy shit.
Nah.
Oh my god.
As soon as the videographer tells Jessie that she left the fridge open, it closes all on its own, much to the videographer's shock.
I'm not gonna lie to you, in 2010, who knew how to video edit? I'm sure software existed, but unless you had some fishing line or something to kind of ease into this camera play, I'm leaving the house. Like, nobody's staying there in 2010 and you got ghosts in your house. No.
From
It's
here,
disgusting.
other incredibly strange things begin to happen in the kitchen.
What's going on?
What is that jingly sound?
Oh my god.
See, that'd be y'all problem. Y'all gotta just leave.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bye.
The kitchen cabinet
No,
doors
bro.
suddenly swing open by themselves, and a few items fall out onto the counter. The video then ends abruptly. Now, skeptics might argue that this could have been staged using strings or magnets, or that the video is simply a hoax.
Right.
Still, others point out how naturally the doors move and how the events seem to escalate in a way that feels unplanned.
I mean, granted, again, I'm not too naive. Yes, it could have easily been like fishing line or something to where like she just tried to set it up and get things moving on camera, get it shaky. But in the same breath, to have uploaded this in 2010, what was that? How many years ago? I don't know, too old. She only had 6 subscribers. So unless them 6 people were eating that video clip up, she got demonic stuff in her house, bruh. Ain't nobody going over there.
There's also
That's
the question
nasty,
of why
bro.
anyone would randomly stage this in the middle of the night, unless there was a genuine belief something strange was going
I
on.
don't know.
Since this clip is nearly 15 years old, it's safe to say there probably won't be any updates. That makes it a little piece of frozen in time paranormal internet history. Whether you think it's genuine activity or a clever trick,
That's crazy.
either way, it's one of those videos that makes you want to double check your kitchen before going to bed.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I always forget this. Like, there's so many, just hundreds of millions of just videos on this website. It might even be billions. I don't know. People just be spamming it on YouTube. But to have uploaded again that long ago, kind of a 50-50 shot. I don't know. Yeah, somebody could have been creative and tried to set up a paranormal video clip. But again, to 6 subscribers and then the channel's now abandoned. Like, we'll just never know what this is.
Over on TikTok, a user by the name of Lala Love for You, Lala, posted a video which sees them laying in bed, simply trying to unwind. Lala says she just moved into a new apartment somewhere in Houston, Texas, and hasn't quite put everything away yet, which is why the place seems a little messy. She also mentions that a few minutes before she started filming, the door directly in front of her allegedly opened all on its own. She decided to start recording just in case it happened again, and sure enough.
Looky.
Child, I would have been out of there so fast. Oh my gosh,
I'm
it's
in my
just
bed.
moving.
And there she goes. So I'm gonna have to end up putting a towel in it, or she's gonna keep opening it up.
Who is
all
she?
night.
What, you got a dead little girl in your room? Dry. Ain't nobody going in there. Hell no. Listen, she's just communicating calmly. I mean, I don't know how entities work, right? just a random guy. Listen, I don't know if you're supposed to keep your cool and talk calmly to them. I don't know if they get their fix off of your fear. I'm not sure how that cookie crumbles. She a little too casual. I hit the jets out of that room, bro. Not gonna stare into an abyss of darkness, swimming out the closet like that. Are you for real? That's what I be talking about. Y'all just don't be prepared.
When I'm in my bed, as you can see, it opened up again by itself.
Bruh, no. That's ew.
The door once again swings open by itself.
Ew.
Interestingly, Lala doesn't react with fear, but rather with a kind of irritated disbelief, as if she's already tired of dealing with it.
Bro, I can only imagine, bro. Like, what are you talking about? So you saying the ghost just they've been in your crib for so long, like you just fed up. You're not even scared no more. You're just like, like, when y'all gonna go home? That's crazy. It's otherworldly, bro, to just have this be a casual occurrence. Again, whether you believe in it or not, why am I seeing it happen in front of my face? Make sure to drop a like if yeah.
Now, skeptics might suggest possible mundane explanations, such as an airflow issue, loose hinges, or even a draft created.
What draft is open up that creaky closet door like that? I had a closet door exactly like that in my childhood home. On my life, it took an arm and a leg to push that thing open. Ain't no little gust of wind unless she had all her windows open and she was in the middle of a tornado storm. Them doors not opening like that. What type of skeptic came up with that decision?
By another door or window opening elsewhere in the apartment.
That's cap.
Others, however, argue that the timing and the fact she was able to capture it so quickly raises the possibility that something genuinely strange might be at work. The video was posted in June, and there haven't been any updates since, so we're left to wonder whether the phenomenon has continued. For now, it's another clip that sits somewhere between unsettling and unexplained, and one that'll definitely make you think twice about your own closet door at night.
Hey, because I be keeping my closet door shut. I'm not entertaining nothing past 8 p.m.
On the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user uploaded this video which he says was filmed by his roommate about 5 years ago, when they were living in what he describes as a creepy apartment. At the time, there were 5 people living there, and according to him, every single one had experienced something strange during their stay. In the footage, we watch as the roommate wanders around after hearing a loud noise from the bathroom, something that sounded like it had fallen. When he pulls back the shower curtain, sure enough, a bottle of shampoo has toppled over. He casually picks it up, places it back on the shelf, and is about to leave, but then makes the mistake of swearing at whatever may have caused it to fall.
I just heard something loud as in the bathroom. It sounded like something fell.
No, you know, on Reddit, they be going through it.
That was up there. Shit. Oh,
Ew,
shit!
ew, 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 ew.
Within seconds, something else falls from the wall, startling him so much that he bolts from the room in fear.
Nah, bro.
If the video is real, it's a perfect example of why taunting an alleged spirit is never a great idea. Sometimes,
I mean, because, you know, I'm weird. Could it have been drawstring or like fishing line? Sure. Sure, of course you have to be skeptical because we can't see shit. I don't know what that is. So yeah, he could have easily just yanked it and then put it on Reddit because again, you know how Reddit get. He could just this could have easily just been a clip. Sure, great. Let something yank off a table. I don't care what surface that is. Never. I don't play like that. I pay too many bills in this house to just be having shit move without my consent. That's a little deep. That personally would have irritated me. I'm for real. I'm gonna be honest. That would have no.
they seem all too happy to respond. On the other hand, skeptics could point to the possibility of the bottle and the wall item being deliberately staged for comedic timing.
Yeah.
Still, the chain of events feels so perfectly timed that even if it was set up, you can't deny it makes for an entertaining and slightly unsettling watch.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie, with this one specifically, unfortunately, I kind of am leaning more towards it just being staged. It just looked a little too staged. Did that make no? That didn't make sense. My fault. Y'all get what I mean though, like, my fault.
Reddit user Paranormal Polska recently posted a video to the UFO subreddit that has quickly become one of the most liked in the community's history, sitting at over 27,000 upvotes at the time of writing. The clip shows him wandering around the Malvern Hills in Western England with his dog.
Oh.
The man, Andrew Clifton, is seen throwing a frisbee for his pet when something unexpected appears in the background.
Steady.
Oh, what if frisbee look like that? Pardon? What was that? What was that in this? Oh hell! What is that? What is that? CGI? There's no way that's a UFO.
As the
dude.
dog runs after the frisbee, a small but extremely fast-moving object darts through the sky overhead.
But y'all gotta think, okay. I'm intuitive. Considering it's a slow-mo clip, right? I'm gonna play it back. I know. He threw the frisbee, it immediately went into slow-mo. Couldn't that have been a way to edit something?
Neither Andrew nor his dog seem to notice, but the object's movement is unusually sharp and rapid. Even in slow motion, it still covers an impressive distance in a split second. Andrew says he only spotted it while editing the footage later to share on Facebook.
What in the...
Thanks to his iPhone slow motion function, we can see the object approaching from a distance, making an odd turn mid-flight, then straightening out before vanishing beyond the frame. The fact that it still looks incredibly fast, despite being slowed down, makes it even more perplexing, and raises questions about...
It's just ironic how we got two flying saucers. He got this wiggly ass frisbee that look like, I don't know. It's just wiggly. It just makes me look uncomfortable. But yeah, it does have to be chewy for the dog. And then we got this flying saucer. Like, why I gotta be two? It's just, could not have been any more coincidental than this instance right here. But I guess...
just how quickly it must have been moving in real time. Some believe this could be a genuine UFO sighting, while skeptics point to possibilities like a bird, insect, drone, or fleeting camera artifact. With mysterious metallic orbs and aerial anomalies being reported more often in recent years, this footage adds yet another strange case to the growing list.
I don't know.
One that's as intriguing as it is fleeting.
Now, again, when it comes to UFOs, I don't know. Like, I only look up in the sky so much, especially during the daytime, because that sun be out. But for those who are a bit more observant of up there, let me know how you feel in the comments about this. I don't know. I think this is my first time seeing this clip, but in terms of hearing about this in recent time, I think I've seen this clip, if that makes sense, like on social media, but I haven't watched it. So considering that's what it was, because I'm not getting on the ship. If an alien dropped down right now and offered y'all a bowl of Reese's Puff cereal and a Rice Krispie treat and say, get on my ship, are y'all getting on? Don't do that. You a sellout. Don't do that. You just gonna get on the ship over a Rice Krispie treat? That's disgusting. Y'all weird, bro.
YouTube user IamErrol100 uploaded a video in January.
Super quick. What is up with these channels, bro? Like, this is why I still question stuff like this. There's no shot your channel's gonna have 2 subs, 10 subs, and y'all be posting the freakiest content on the internet. Like, it just don't register in my frontal lobe cortex, bro. It's 2025. Lock in. Like, that's crazy. Is it not?
Of 2011 that might make you think twice before stepping into your kitchen alone at night. In the description, Errol explains that their kitchen cupboards had begun opening and closing on their own ever since they put their house up for sale. A couple of nights before filming, Errol says they were simply watching TV when they heard a cupboard door click open by itself. This time, they grabbed their phone and started recording.
Bro, where did that come from? I rebuke it.
Almost immediately, objects start falling from the countertops, seemingly without cause, culminating in a can of beer toppling to the floor and bursting open just before the recording cuts out. Not long afterward, Errol uploaded a second video showing even more strange incidents. In this follow-up, Errol reiterates that the cupboards are still acting up, and it's happened around a dozen times since the last recording. They just rarely manage to catch it on camera.
Bro, 14 years ago is absurd. This is crazy. Oh, see, that'll do it. Hey. I'm out of there. Hey, moving between the curtains like that? Are you serious? Bro, that's demonic, bro. Come on. We ain't got no official line for that. It's just moving, bro. Nah, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, bro, leave. It's like, okay, at that point, I personally would have had enough evidence. You got 10 subscribers. Is that not enough juice to just throw on the internet and ask for assistance, like, or something? I don't know. I'm just not gonna have shit moving in front of my face like that. Y'all love an adventure. Absolutely no. These are not pets. You cannot pet a ghost you can't see. Y'all understand that, right? If you can't see it, you can't pet it. Not everything friendly. If you seeing, or no. I can't mentally even leave myself overly susceptible to just sitting in it and just seeing it happen and not having any extra steps in my arsenal in order to figure out what's next, especially if I lived by myself. What? Guess who's gonna sleep outside permanently? So serious. I'm sleeping in the grass. I'm not going back in that house. That's filthy. Bro, what are we doing?
At about the 1 minute mark, the curtains in the living room sway on their own, despite the windows being closed. Then, both the garland and curtains shift again before a plastic bag on the sofa crumples unnaturally.
This one might seem,
In the description for this second video, Errol makes it clear that the windows were definitely closed during filming, which rules out wind as the culprit. And even if it had been, that wouldn't explain the plastic bag being pressed down or the cupboard door closing in the first clip. Coming from a science background, Errol admits they're usually skeptical about the paranormal, but can't explain these events. If genuine, the activity is unsettling, especially because it seems tied to the house being up for sale.
That was crazy too.
Could it be a lingering spirit reacting to the prospect of someone new moving in? Or is there a more mundane explanation hiding somewhere just out of frame? Whatever the truth may be, Errol's kitchen is one place you wouldn't want to explore alone after dark.
Oh my gosh. No, that was crazy.
A mysterious UFO video has been circulating online for years, often claimed to be from Uruguay in 1994, but closer inspection reveals the setting doesn't match that location at all. The infrastructure and architecture look more Eastern European or Balkan in style. Over time, the clip has been placed everywhere from Argentina to Russia, Bulgaria, and Azerbaijan. The original title is in Russian, and some of the oldest uploads, dating back to 2011 and 2013, identify the footage as coming from Mingachevir, Azerbaijan. A quick check on Google Maps even shows that the surrounding buildings line up closely with that location, adding credibility to the Azerbaijan origin theory.
Wait, how old did they say this thing was? I mean, that looks like a real UFO, no? Ew. I can't explain all that. I don't know.
The footage itself is undeniably chilling, showing what appears to be a massive flying saucer hovering over the city. Lasting around 35 seconds, the clip is mesmerizing from start to finish. The craft appears almost motionless in the sky, dominating the frame and creating an eerie sense of scale. Reactions in the comment section have been mixed. Some viewers are convinced this could be one of the most compelling pieces of UFO evidence ever recorded, especially considering its age and the lack of high-quality CGI tools in the early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Others, however, think it might be a later fabrication, pointing to how clean the saucer's shape looks. Skeptics have also argued that the background could be nothing more than a still image, with the UFO composited on top, a technique that would have been achievable even decades ago. If it's authentic, this could be one of the most striking UFO sightings ever caught on tape, not just because of what's shown, but because of
I mean, also think about it too. In the early 90s, bro, we didn't have Androids, iPhones, all these computers, literal computers in our pocket to where we could just up and film at the highest quality. So for a flying saucer to just be in the air in Russia somewhere in the early 90s, do you know how many people would have had limited resource to like film and even film in color that is just this good of quality at the time? Because I'm assuming back in the 90s, this was top tier. So if this person just so happened to catch this, like, again, I don't know what happens next. I'm not going to be outside to find out. But considering it still happened, I don't know. I personally don't know if this is real. I don't know. I don't like overly being skeptic because it's like anything could happen. I don't know. How do y'all feel about this one? This one's crazy, though. I would say I'm convinced. Jason got convinced. I don't know, because who's going to edit this in 2012? Or 2013, like, who saw this years after and just decided, oh yeah, let's put a flying saucer in there? Sure, but no.
its historical context, predating the smartphone era when such clear recordings were much rarer. But if
I just said that. I did.
it's fake, then it's still an impressively crafted hoax that has endured online for more than a decade.
That's wild.
On May 26, 2009, a man named Jerry Bruce uploaded a video to his YouTube channel that is sure to make you think twice before going anywhere near your closet again. Jerry says that he and his wife were sleeping peacefully when they were suddenly awoken by the sound of a door closing somewhere in the house. When Jerry got out of bed to investigate, he saw the closet door slam shut entirely on its own. Unfortunately, he didn't catch that moment on camera, but what he did capture is arguably just as unsettling. Every time he closed the closet door afterward, the round doorknob began to twitch and move on its own, almost as if something on the other side was trying to get out.
That ain't no draft, bro. That's not a draft. Come on. That's disgusting. Ew, bro.
Not everybody can see this, and I've done it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
The footage
How
is
about that?
short,
Yeah.
but
How about people just start leaving? Y'all, you got enough footage. Y'all love experimenting, and then when you get yanked in there, I would have been crying my ass off. Ain't nobody doing that. It's late at night.
highly unnerving, and there's no clear sign of strings, wires, or someone tampering with it. Jerry says that not long after this, he, his wife, and their baby fled the house for good, never returning.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Whether this was genuine paranormal activity or an elaborate hoax is up for debate, but the door's repeated movements certainly make it stand out from typical slam videos. Given that Jerry's last upload was over 4 years ago, it seems safe to assume he and his family are living elsewhere, hopefully without any doorknobs moving on their own.
Shout out to Jerry, bro. And the family. Bro, hey. This one for sure I find compelling just due to the fact that, like, what possible editing are we doing at this point in time? I mean, the doorknob quite literally is jiggling the second the door completely shuts. I don't know what spiritual connection that has, or if something's just like, come on, bro. Yeah, I would have left that house. I can't, bro. I just can't sleep at night with stuff. Bro.
In a pair of unsettling TikTok uploads, a man named Luke managed to turn what should have been a peaceful cat cam clip into pure nightmare fuel. Filmed in the middle of the night, the video shows Luke's cat, Bear, lounging on the bed in a calm, cozy moment, at least until something strange happens.
Hello? Is that a PS5? Oh, this recent. Yo, I forgot to tell y'all, random, I used to have one of those touch-sensitive lamps. I don't even know if this is a touch-sensitive lamp, but with it just turning on like that, don't buy them. Those are scary, bro, because the slightest lint that falls on that touch-sensitive padding, kind of like this mic, how I could just... If that light turn on and I ain't touch it, guess where that lamp going? On the sidewalk, the concrete. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that bitch out my window. It's not gonna be in my house. It's disgusting, bro. And then now you got dolls moving. Like, whose house is this? Oh, the poor cat, bro. Come on.
Without warning, the Annabelle doll in the room appears to wave on its own.
The what? Hold on. Cause this is my, I'm a pause. The what doll? I know y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? We heard the same doll. Why would you have an Annabelle propping in the house? As much as I like horror movies, I'm not taking no doll, no prop to my house. The movie was enough ingestion. Y'all taking the stuff to y'all house for what? A ghost could see that and just be like, close enough, and just possess it. Like, y'all don't think straight. And then the cat just in the house by itself. There's too many questions. I'm mad now.
Moments later, a small teddy bear tumbles from her lap, and to make matters worse, the lamp in the background flickers erratically. If that wasn't disturbing enough, Luke posted a follow-up video not long after.
I'm seeing orbs too. Am I not? Like, bro. And you sleeping there. That's horrible. Almost threw up, bro. Y'all see these orbs, no? That would have did it. That would have did it immediately, bro. What is? Come on.
Once again, Annabelle waves completely on her own. The teddy bear falls just like before, only this time, Annabelle herself topples over as well. Bear, the cat, naturally curious, heads over to investigate the scene, though thankfully nothing happens to him. Whether it's a spirit manipulating the toys, a bizarre electromagnetic phenomenon, or an elaborate prank, the repetition of the events in both videos is what makes this so unsettling. If this is genuine paranormal activity, Luke might want to keep a close eye on Bear, because whatever's in that room seems to be getting bolder.
As much as I would believe in an electromagnetic phenomenon, ain't no phenomenon waving strategically like it's trying to communicate with the damn cat and say, hello, hey, how are you? Let's put two and two together. I don't think science could really determine that, unless somebody has a major and could like comment and just be like, hey, like, major here, Jason. The whole time it's real. And then I'll be like, all right, great. Like, I'll believe you, probably. But I'm seeing it with my eyes, so do I believe it? A little bit, yeah. It got me duped.
A couple of years ago, Reddit user International Ad 1266 posted to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit hoping for advice, and maybe even some reassurance. According to the uploader, their young daughter had been seeing spirits, and she kept referring to one in particular as him. The post's author wanted to know if anyone else could see this mysterious figure in the footage, and more importantly, if there was anything they could do to get rid of him.
Who? Oh, hell no. What is that? Who is that? Is it moving?
When you pause the video at certain points, you can indeed make out something lurking in the frame. It's not clear whether him is meant to be a human figure, a strange creature, or something else entirely, but whatever it is, it's unsettling. Some commenters even claim to spot distinct facial features, adding to the creep factor.
I think I'm seeing it.
A few responses offered practical advice, with some suggesting that decluttering the room might help.
I'm not gonna lie, I've heard of that. A clean and tidy home is a clean and tidy mind, meaning I feel like a lot of negative energetic energy could lurk within a lot of like mess or hoard, just due to the fact that like it's too cluttered. Your brain's constantly gonna be foggy. Preach, Jason, preach. To where I just believe personally, it's just not gonna work, bro. Like, why would you want to be walking through like a dungeon of obstacles in your home to where like your mind is just gone all the time because you can't quite, it's just not clean for you to have that mental stability to just be, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do, but I don't. Yeah, she needs to clean the room. Get a vacuum, a Swiffer. Something. I don't know. If I'm second guessing a junk chair, and that chair with my clothes and junk start moving on its own, that's gonna tell you everything you need to know. Google it. I don't know. I saw it on the internet before.
According to certain paranormal beliefs, spirits are drawn to cluttered spaces because they provide plenty of dark corners and places to hide.
And go ahead, like the video. Come on, you can't say nothing to me. I know my stuff. I'll be studying a little bit, and I'm not even getting graded on this. Ain't that crazy? I'm not getting graded on this. Drop a like on the video, please. Like, absolutely. I ate that up. You can't tell me nothing on this channel, bro. I'll be knowing the sauce, bro. Y'all gotta be protected and shit. My fault.
Since the post is now over 2 years old, an update seems unlikely. But we can only hope that him has long since vanished from the uploader's home. If not, the thought of that face still being there, just out of sight, is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine.
That's enough for me to not sleep in that damn room. That's enough for Jason to go somewhere else. I don't know, hit up a friend or something. You got to figure some extracurricular out. I personally can't be in my room like that. I will cry myself to sleep. That is, oh my goodness.
If you saw the recent movie Weapons and thought every moment of it was pure fiction, then you
Before they even say anything, hopefully they don't spoil it. I doubt they will. I saw the movie. That was a lot was going on. A lot was going on in that movie. That's all I'll say. A lot was going on.
might want to think again after watching this next clip. The following CCTV footage, posted to Facebook in June 2024, was captured in the town of Tolosa, Spain. At first glance, it looks like another uneventful nighttime security video, until something downright unsettling happens.
Itong pag-lighter ko, saan eh?
Ikaduha ini.
Asa yung first name mo?
An high school.
I mean, I saw it, but is it running back and forth?
Si, pana.
On ba ito? Jupat.
What is going on?
Basta gawas.
Without warning, a faint but clearly visible silhouette of a child can be seen darting across a backyard in the dead of night. Moments later, strange flashing lights appear from a nearby window, their sudden bursts making the whole scene even more surreal. For anyone who's seen Weapons, the resemblance to the film's eerie scenes of children running outdoors after dark is hard to ignore. As for what's really happening here, we're left with only questions. Was this just a prank, a case of mistaken identity, or something genuinely paranormal?
But who's gonna prank, quote unquote? And they're looking at it through CCTV footage, meaning y'all just go outside to randomly prank and assume, okay, whatever camera's watching, hopefully it glances and like this is too specific, right? And again, I saw the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it or nothing. Hopefully y'all have seen it. Well, some of y'all, I don't know. It's the internet, but that was a bit odd. And I wonder what it was like something dragging on the back of it looks like a tail or something. I don't know. I'm
Could this
seeing a
video
lot.
even have been part of the inspiration for Weapons? Since no updates have surfaced, the truth remains a mystery, and the unsettling image of that child in the dark remains stuck in your mind long after the footage ends.
I know one thing though. Let me go outside that late at night. You talking about you frolicking and just running around like you done lost your mind. Oh, I would have been inside the whole rest of the year. That would have been it. That literally would have been it.
A TikTok user known as AES shared a pair of unsettling clips in June 2025 that prove terrifying things can unfold at your home even when you're nowhere near it. The uploader says he was on vacation when the first video was recorded. While away, he got a notification from his doorbell camera app. Curious, he opened it and immediately saw something he couldn't explain.
Nope. Y'all see that?
On the left side of the fence, a bizarre humanoid-shaped shadow moves at an almost unnatural speed. It's over in seconds, but the movement feels far too quick and fluid to be a simple
That is
trick of the
disturbing,
light.
bro.
Not long after, AES posted additional footage in which the strange shadow makes another appearance.
I don't like that. I don't like that. What is that? Like, bro, get off my property.
What's particularly odd is how the raccoons in the shot remain completely unfazed, as if nothing had happened. That raises even more questions. If animals, which are often sensitive to unusual activity, don't react, does that mean it's harmless? Or could it suggest the phenomenon exists outside the range of their perception entirely?
Okay, granted, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously there's a street light there, right? The only logical thing I could possibly come up with is the fact that, like, there has to be a flag or some sort of object that's, like, towards a rooftop to where if it's fluttering that fast, it's obstructing the streetlight view, and the streetlight view is coming into the camera that we're seeing. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's the only thing I could come up with, though. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not I'm not trying to look at No Shadow jump like that. I'm glad he's on vacation. Because had I been home, oh, it would have been up. Never negative.
Highly. Skeptics might suggest it's just a passing shadow, a camera glitch, or even a hoax. Believers, however, might see it as something far stranger, perhaps even otherworldly. Some have speculated it could be a cloaked or partially invisible figure, its true form hidden from the human eye and only partially visible through the camera's lens. Whatever the explanation, the speed, shape, and uncanny presence of this figure make it one of the most unnerving pieces of recent doorbell cam footage.
GG's, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's weird. That's so weird, actually. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm not gonna lie, these were kind of creepy. I haven't watched a paranormal video in a hot little second, so this one was good, and it was long too. I'm not gonna lie. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, listen, if you're new here, hang out. Let's chill. Let's watch weird stuff. I don't know. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.